Hi guys, it's Sabrina with this week's Facebook job search question of the week. And this week's question is all about cover letters. Should you send one? Do recruiters read them? Are they really relevant? Do they add any helpful information? And my answer is absolutely yes, you should send one. And I have a couple different reasons why. It's hard to say whether a recruiter is going to read a cover letter or not. There are some recruiters who do not take the time to read them. They don't find them valuable, and so they spend no time on them. But there are others who want a cover letter. They want some more information about you. They like that format. And so because you as a job seeker have no idea if you're sending your information to a recruiter who wants a cover letter or who doesn't, you should send one. So that's really the easy answer. The other thing that I want you to think about though is that as a job seeker, you have three places, kind of three documents that are available to a recruiter to tell your career story, right? You have your cover letter, you have your resume, and you have your LinkedIn profile. And so any recruiter, hiring manager is going to have access to definitely your resume, an application that is in their applicant tracking system. If that's all you give them, that gives them a very short amount of information, just a little amount of information. You add a cover letter to that, you can then give more information, different information. So your cover letter should not just reiterate what's already on your resume. It should be different information. And then finally you have a LinkedIn profile, and you should all have a very robust LinkedIn profile as a job seeker that gives even more information. And your LinkedIn profile should not just reiterate your resume. So in those three places, between those three places, you have a lot of space to share your story. You have the cover letter, the resume, the LinkedIn profile. Amongst those three places, you have the opportunity to share a lot about your career. So besides the fact that you don't know what kind of recruiter you're sending your cover letter to and whether they're a recruiter that's going to read it or not, beyond that, I mean, that's reason enough to send one. But beyond that, you want the extra space to continue to tell your story, because maybe there's something on their resume that intrigues them a little, but they're not sure. So then they go to your cover letter or they go to your LinkedIn profile. You want to take advantage of all of the space that's available to you when you're not sitting in front of them. The goal of all of these things is to get them to be interested in you, to call you in for that next step, to call you for a phone screen, to call you in for an interview. And so think of the cover letter as another opportunity, another way for you to get different information, not the exact information that's on your resume. I cannot say that enough. It should not just be more of the same, but different information in front of a recruiter. So that's, if you look at it that way, then it becomes a little bit different. You can get creative with what you put on there. You don't want to, say the things that everybody's saying, like I'm a hard worker. Well, of course you are, everybody is. But, it's really a space for you to kind of get creative with what you can say. You're allowed to be a little bit more personal in a cover letter, a little bit, than you are in a resume. So think of it that way. It's one more way for you to get some information in front of a recruiter, and I think maybe you'll find more value in that than some of the traditional methods and traditional ways that cover letters were being written. So I hope this helps. I hope your job search is going well. If you have a question, you can send it right to the Facebook page, which I always link to in the videos. You can put it right there on the wall and it will be answered in an upcoming video. You can check out the blog for lots of other helpful job seeker resources. There are SlideShare presentations there. There are other YouTube videos. You can see the archives of all of these question of the week videos if you have other questions. So lots of different resources for you. And I would love for you to connect with me on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, any of those places. If I can be of assistance to you in your job search, I would love to help. So I hope you are doing well. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and if you are in any place like I am, that you are staying warm because it's definitely getting cooler. And I appreciate you watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.